Now on YouTube, it's time for some alternative commentary action with the Commentary Hub.
There's headed by Marina, and it's 2-1 to Arsenal.
Look at that pass! Goal for Manchester City!
Takes this corner, whips it in, it's headed and it's a goal, and it's that man, Gabriel.
Liverpool have equalised. Lovely improvisational touch from Curtis Jones.
Oh, what a goal! Wow, take it out!
Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the Commentary Hub's alternative audio coverage of Barnsley against Bromley in League One. And the game is taking place at Oakwell, home of Barnsley Football Club. For Bromley, the reigning League Two champions, this is their first game in their 135-year history at this level, and they're up against no less an opponent than one of the founding clubs of the Football League, which formed all the way back in 1888. They have only, on their travels in Yorkshire, they have lost just one of their four previous EFL visits to Yorkshire-based opponents. 2 wins, 1 draw and 1 loss. Barnsley had an inconsistent season in League One last season, finishing 15th. And they will be looking to make sure that they will avoid any mid-season, any mid-table slumps, and hopefully challenge for promotion or playoffs at the end of the season. Bromley, on the other hand, they'll be looking to just stay in the division and avoid relegation at the first time of asking. That being said, Bromley are a club known for fearing nobody. So we'll take a look at the teams, starting with Barnsley, with Rogan Ravenhill in goal. Then we have Luke Olker, Josh Earl, Sam Gale, and Ali Kay. Luca Connell and Cameron McGeehan are in midfield, and the 3 forwards are Reyes Cleary, Patrick Kelly, Tyrese Noslin and Jonathan Bland. As for Bromley, their lineup has Jamal George in goal, with Jacob Mendy, Kamal Grant, Oscar Sawunmi, Marcus E. Phil, Ben Thompson, Mitch Pinnock, William Ondermark, Camille Conte, Corey Whiteley and Michael Cheek. Barnsley, are in a 4-2-3-1 formation, with Reyes Cleary, the lone striker. So now we'll just take a look through the rest of the team. And I'll go through Bromley. They're playing a 4-1-4-1 formation with George in goal. Then Ithil, Mendy, Thompson, Sawunmi. And one of the stand-up players for them has to be Mitch Pinnock, very experienced, but their danger man for Bromley, as proved so many times last season, is Michael Cheek. Michael Cheek scored 16 in all competitions for the Ravens last season. So now we'll take a look at our match officials, and Ross Martin is the man in the middle, and his assistants are Bradley Hall and James Wilson, with Oliver Bickle, the 4th official. So we're about less than a minute away from kick-off. Just to make a few adjustments. We are all good to go. So let's just get everything ready. As Ross Martin goes through the final stages of proceedings. We've had the player handshake formalities and everything else that goes with it. Andy Woodman going over to shake the hand of Daniel Stendel, the Barnsley head coach, and the players now and the players just breaking away from their players just breaking away now from their cozy little chats and tactics. And it looks like it'll be Barnsley to kick us off. Camera begin. So we wait for the clock to tick down to 0, and any second now we will be ready. And we are underway at Oakwell for the start of the league for Barnsley's League One campaign. And already there's action on the pitch. Bromley tried to take it through Michael Cheek, but good defensive work by Barnsley so early on. And Barnsley are playing from Barnsley looks like they'll be playing from left to right, and Bromley right to left. The ball goes over the touchline right under the nose of Andy Woodman. And it will be a Barnsley throw, I should say. And Bland takes the throw. So Bland crossing up the wing, looked like it was aiming for Luke Olker, but defended by Bromley but almost taken by Bromley, I should say. And Ali Kay, good defending from him on the near side. But the ball is over the line, and it will be a Bromley throw to be taken by Marcus Ifil. So Marcus Ifil to take the throw for Bromley, which he has. Corner being crossed towards Michael Cheek, but intercepted by Barnsley. That was Bland. Bland passing down the wing to Cameron McGeehan. To Tyrese Noslin. Now with Patrick Kelly. Patrick Kelly on the near side as Barnsley press in towards their attacking third. Denied by Bromley. And the player that sent the ball over the line was Mitch Pinnock. So we will have yet again another throw in to Barnsley. Daniel Stendel likes what he's seeing. His clapping of hands, evidence of that. So now the ball being crossed down towards Tyrese Noslin, but it goes over the line for another throw. And to take the throw was Bland towards Patrick Kelly, but defended once again by Bromley, and almost a tackle by Tyrese Noslin. And the ball has gone over, and the ball is over the line for a throw. Bromley in possession. His cheek, but deflected away by Jonathan Bland. And to take the throw is Mitch Pinnock. Mitch Pinnock throws towards Bromley's attacking third, but Barnsley deny them. McGeehan crossing. McGeehan looked like he was aiming for number 36. That might have been Luke Olker, but nothing comes of it, I'm afraid. And that was bad luck for Barnsley to have the ball within sight but not within reach. Throw in to the Tykes, and the man to take the throw was Bland. Bland passes to Luca Connell. McGeehan. Nice interception by Bromley and Hondermark. Towards Pinnock, and almost barged out of the way by Sam Gale. And Gale was able to deflect the ball out, and Gale was able to deflect the ball away. It's a corner by the looks of it. It's a corner to Barnsley. There are rules regarding corners which have been introduced, so I will go through them. I will go through as much as I can as we go along. So Pinnock raises his arms and kicks the ball in towards the penalty area, but saved by Barnsley. The Tykes try to make a run for it, but good interception by Bromley and Ben Thompson. So will this be a throw? So will this be another corner or a throw in? Let's see. And yes, it's going to be a long throw by Pinnock. In fact, it's not a long throw. Here's Honda Mark. No, I beg your pardon. It's Jacob Mendy. Mendy to Camille Conte. Conte now with Pinnock. Pinnock crossing into the penalty area. Defended by Barnsley. And now on the ball is Luke Orker. Luke Orker crosses through the centre circle. He finds Tyrese Noslin. Noslin collides with Jacob Mendy. And that will be a corner, this time to Barnsley. That looked like it was going to be a superb attack by Bromley, but that looked like it was a superb attack by Barnsley, I should say. But dealt with very well by Jacob Mendy. And that looked like the first real attack on goal for Barnsley. And the corner is wasted. Just bounces off the side netting. I didn't get to see all of it. But what I can tell you is that after 6 minutes, it's still Barnsley 0, Bromley 0. George stands behind the ball and boots it out of the goal. And that's a header towards that looked like it was being headed towards William Hondermark or Corey Whiteley, but defended by Barnsley. Anyway, here's Bland to Luca Connell, and Luca Connell. That's a nice long cross towards Reyes Cleary, but Cleary misses the ball, and that will be a goal kick to Bromley. The referee might have noticed something. A foul might have been involved, but no, it's just a goal kick. It's just a goal kick to Bromley. Remember, now that new rules have been changed, if you waste time taking a goal kick corner or a throw in, it's going to cost you. As the ball is headed by Hondermark, but given away to Barnsley. Now back with Bromley and Ben Thompson. Connell, nice sliding tackle and a pass to the number 11, Tyrese Noslin. Noslin down the wing to Jonathan Bland. Bland was aiming for Noslin once more, but Bromley were quick to defend. Now on the ball is Sam Gale. The ball still remaining inside Bromley's half, but not for long. Through the centre circle goes Josh Earl. Earl, Connell. Nice tackle by Bromley and Marcus Iffield, but Barnsley have it back. And the ball was being passed straight to Cameron McGeehan. And had Jamal George not been there, that could have been the opening goal for Barnsley. Mitch Pinnock crossing in towards goal, but intercepted by Barnsley. Connell loses it to Pinnock, and now on the ball is Jacob Mendy. Mendy to Corey Whiteley, and now back on the ball is Camille Conte. Conte to Ben Thompson. Here's Thompson. Thompson with the shot, but he's just wide. That looked like the first real attack on goal. And for Ben Thompson, that has just got to be has just got to be so disappointing for him. So Marcus Ifil towards Thompson, and that was almost the attack at goal for the man who made over 100 championship appearances for Millwall. So Barnsley now pressing on towards goal through Cleary, but forced away by Bromley. So this could work. So this is going to be a corner for Barnsley. Reyes Cleary to take the corner. He waits his moment. Raises his arm, and in fact both arms have now been raised, which means he's ready. Does a quick pass, and which ends up at the feet of Patrick Kelly. Now back with Earl. Kelly. That didn't look like a well-taken corner for Barnsley, in my opinion. And off the head of Ali Kay. And the ball has gone wide of the post. So 10 minutes have been played. It's still Barnsley 0, Bromley 0. And you're listening to the Commentary Hub with me, Nicholas Jones. We have another EFL match coming up later on tonight in the Championship. We'll let you know. We'll let you know which teams are playing a little later on in the programme. But nice deflect. But the header by Kay didn't go where he wanted. One was being sent forwards towards Cleary. Cleary couldn't hold it, but now it's Luke Orca. Orca saved by Shamal George, and that was a nice deflection. And that was a nice deflection of the ball. So we're back in play. The ball has come loose. So in fact, there are two balls on the pitch. It's Cleary. Cleary tackled by Bromley. Now it's Earl Connell. Connell to Patrick Kelly. Kelly, Connell, and Connell now crossing the ball over, but it just clips one of the advertising banners close to goal. At this moment in time, I'd say very little. I'd still say there's little to choose between the two of them when it comes to possession. So this was Orca just a moment ago. Orca was just outside the D. That looked like it was going to be taken really well, but Shamal George read the situation like a book. And a throw in to Barnsley. That looked like it was being forced away by Michael Cheek. No, in fact, it's going to be a Bromley throw. So Bromley to take the throw, and it will be Mitch Pinnock that will take the throw, I should say. So Pinnock raises his arms, throws the ball into the penalty area, but Barnsley just about retake it. Back with Bromley and Thompson. Barnsley take it again through Ali Kay. Now it's with Bromley again. Pinnock on the edge of the 18-yard box, but the referee has blown his whistle. Somebody might have been. In fact, one of the players might have been offside. I'm beginning to suspect it might be Mitch Pinnock, but that is so frustrating for him. Shamal George on the ball, hoofs it out of the goal, and now the ball is with Mitch Pinnock. Pinnock, and how did that not go in? So Cheek towards Pinnock, but defended by Barnsley. And a player has gone down inside the Barnsley goal area. It's Luca Connell. We'll try and piece together what happened in a moment. And it looked like it was just a rough push in. No, this was the earlier attempt at goal by Pinnock. And Pinnock was definitely offside. Back now with Barnsley. Is Gale. Gale passing to Cameron McGeehan. McGeehan back towards Sam Gale. Gale to Rogan Ravenhill. Ravenhill towards Josh Earl. Earl. But retaken by Bromley. And to me that looked like a foul on Ben Thompson. Quick stat, last season in League One, Barnsley recorded just 4 clean sheets in total, half the total of the next worst defence in the division. Only relegated Northampton conceded more goals. Northampton Town, who will of course playing in League 2 this season. So a free kick given to Bromley, and that will be taken by the goalkeeper George. And so George towards Kamal Grant, but a Barnsley player bundled down inside the box. That might have been Connell again, as referee Ross Martin tries to ensure that everything is all under control. One thing I forgot to mention is that this is Barnsley and Bromley's first ever competitive meeting. In fact, I may have said that already. But then again, as I mentioned at the start of the programme, a really tough ask for Bromley, their first League One match against one of the founding members of the Football League. So Ravenhill clears the ball out of the way, headed by number 17 Mendy, although down on the ground has gone Camille Conte. Able to get back up rather quickly. So we've just had 16 minutes played. It's still Barnsley 0, Bromley 0. Another free kick to Bromley to be taken by Shamal George. George stands over the ball and kicks it in towards Bromley's attacking third, but cleared away though by Ali Kay. So it's Ali Kay to Reyes Cleary. Cleary trying to go around Ifil. Cleary just about keeps the ball in, but Shamal George was able to pick it up, and Cleary has gone onto the ground. He must have hit the advertising board. He must have hurt himself. The Barnsley physio coming over to see came straight onto the pitch, ushering everybody out of the way. And Marcus Ifil coming over. Marcus Ifil just stepping over to see if he is all right. And I personally hope he is too. Another of the Barnsley physios running over too. So quick chance for the so a chance for some of the Barnsley players to have a drink and discuss with the manager. It is a pretty hot day in this part of Yorkshire. Just having a look at that again. So it was Cleary. Did they clash with each other? They did, and the momentum just sent him down into the advertising hoardings. It isn't likely it's not likely Ifil did anything like this on purpose. I personally feel it was purely an accident, and unfortunately Cleary's just come off worse because of it. I personally hope a stretcher isn't required, but as I say that, a stretcher is presumably being readied, and George walks around pacing himself. So just to quickly reiterate, Bromley, they have won 5 out of their 8 EFL matches against Yorkshire sides. So statistically, this does So statistically, this bodes well for them. But early match predictions have declared Barnsley to win 2-1. And other people have also gone for a 1-1 draw. So whilst all that is going on, our next match on the TCHub is the EFL is a championship match, and it'll be Sheffield United against Birmingham City at Bramall Lane. Commentary by Paul James, who of course did the match between Wolves and Blackburn last night, which I really enjoyed listening to. And so we're about to get back underway. So to take the goal kick, or should that be a free kick, out of goal is Shamal George. Our thoughts are still with Reyes Cleary. Yes, there he is. He's being led around by the physios. He's up and about and walking. So that's good news. So that is good news. And I'll remind you, after this lengthy delay, 20 minutes have just elapsed. It's still Barnsley 0, Bromley 0. Shamal George kicks the ball out of the goal, but down on the ground has gone a Bromley player. That was Michael Cheek. Barnsley still managed to keep possession of the ball. That was McGeehan. McGeehan to Luca Connell, and Connell going for a long cross, but there wasn't a Barnsley player in sight. Ball might have just been passed by Sawunmi to George. And the ball goes from George right up to his opposite number, Rogan Ravenhill. So Ravenhill kicks the ball out of the goal. But it ends up with Jacob Mendy. So Mendy crossing the ball tries to cross the ball back in, but it was almost picked up by Sam Gale, who passed to Ravenhill. Now back with Gale. McGeehan. Now back with Sam Gale, and Jonathan Bland on the near side. Back towards Gale. Gale to Ravenhill. Ravenhill clears the ball out of the goal but gives it away to Kamal Grant. Back to Connell. Patrick Kelly this time. Now it's with the captain McGeehan. He's just inside the D, but defended by Bromley. And into the arms of the goalkeeper, Shamal George. George runs up and kicks the ball out of the goal. Headed by Mitch Pinnock, but given away to Barnsley. Now Bromley quickly take it back through Conte. Now on the ball is Corey Whiteley. Whiteley just wide off the bar, and that was just and that has to be Bromley's second meaningful attempt at goal, I should say. In fact, that was way wide, but Whiteley had all the right intentions. Bland sent away though by Omar Sawunmi, and it's gone over the line, and it's gone over the line for a Barnsley throw. And to take the throw for Barnsley is Ali Kay. So Ali Kay throws, and on the ball this time is or should that be Tyrese Noslin? Tyrese Noslin does well to hold off Jacob Mendy. It's still with Noslin. Mendy retakes. But it's over the line for a Barnsley throw. Quickly taken by Bland. Bland to Sam Gale, and Gale passing to Ravenhill in the Bromley half, I should say. Still with the Tykes. It's Reyes Cleary. Reyes Cleary inside the 18-yard box, passing to Cole, and easily and saved just by Shamal George. That could have been the opening goal for Barnsley. In fact, it was Ali Kay who nearly scored, but Barnsley could score this time. Saved by George. That was from Cameron McGeehan. Bland back towards McGeehan. Kelly, and saved again by Shamal George. We're well over halfway into the first half, and it's still Barnsley 0, Bromley 0. That was the shot at goal from Ali Kay. Good angle, but it just didn't work, and a bit of pinball going on in the Barnsley goal area through Cleary and Bland. And Barnsley and either side feels that they should start scoring soon. Gale to Ali Kay on far side. Kay towards Cleary, and Cleary crossing into the goal area, but headed clear by Omar Sawunmi. Now back with Barnsley and McGeehan, but McGeehan was fouled, and the ball goes all the way to Sam Gale. The referee stops play. That might have been because of the foul, and so Barnsley are given a quick free kick. Bland to Noslin. Noslin with the shots, but it's just wide of the goal. And Barnsley, you have to say, are starting to show more aggression in front of goal than Bromley. The Tykes have made sure that the last few minutes of this half have belonged to them. And Noslin, how did that not go in? It just bounced off the post and off the back of the net, which I did not see. Or given away, I should say, to Tyrese Noslin. Noslin now on the near side of the Barnsley half. Now it's with Patrick Kelly. Kelly having to defend from Mendy. He almost concedes to Bromley, but the ball was dealt with. But the ball was picked up by Noslin. Barnsley still managed to keep control. Retaken by Bromley and Mendy. Now the ball is with Kamal Grant, who passes to Shamal George. Have a look at some of the match stats now. Barnsley have had 6 shots. Bromley 4. 2 on target for the Tykes. 1 for the Ravens, and Barnsley top the percentage table with 64.1 in terms of possession. Cheek to Ben Thompson. Jacob Mendy over the halfway line to Grant. Kamal Grant crossing the ball up the wing. Couldn't see who it was aimed at. That might have been Omar Sawunmi. But the ball has been given back towards Barnsley. Connell to Ali Kay. Kay, this time towards Sam Gale. Gale to Noslin. Tyrese Noslin. But given back to Gale. And Mendy is down. Mendy must have been fouled. But he's back. But he's quick to get up back on his feet. And I'm now starting to think, because of what happened to Reyes Cleary, how many minutes of added on time will be needed as Shamal George clears the ball out of the goal. Ends up with Michael Cheek, but the ball goes over the halfway line. And to take the throw, and it'll be a throw in to Bromley, as Mitch Pinnock will be the man who will take the throw for the Ravens. He throws the ball to Ben Thompson. The ball retaken by Sam Gale. Gale to Josh Earl. So Josh Earl with the ball. With the ball for Barnsley, as Dublin 1648 Dublin 1468 says hello, Nick, and hello to you as well. That must be Paul. As we slightly approach the 30-minute mark, and it'll be a free kick to Bromley. So to take the free kick for Bromley will be Shamal George. Shamal George kicks the ball forward and off the head, and it goes off the head of Josh Earl, and almost sent through by Mitch. Almost sent through by Mitch Pinnock. And straight into the arms of Rogan Ravenhill. So back on the ball for Barnsley. That was Connell. After the ball goes Tyrese Noslin, but it's over the line. Bland looks like he was having a quick chat with Daniel Stendel, or was it the fourth official? No, it was likely the fourth official. Thrown by Barnsley to Connell, to Ali Kay, and it's Ali Kay with the shot, just off the top crossbar. And had that been a few inches lower, Barnsley would have been in front. They should be at least 2 goals in front had their early goals gone in. Ali Kay almost scored from a diagonal position, closing in on the 18-yard box early. He's tried to do it again from a straight angle just now, and either way, it hasn't worked. Over 31 minutes in, it's still Barnsley 0, Bromley 0. And it's with Luke Alker via Ravenhill to McGeehan, but now retaken by Mitch Pinnock for Bromley. While being passed to Jacob Mendy. Mendy to Camille Conte. Now back with Mendy. Barnsley retake through Patrick Kelly. Now it's with Kamal Grant. Grant for Bromley. Give it away to Bland. Bland to Sam Gale. Gale passing to Luke Alker. Alker. Now it's with Reyes Cleary. Cleary. Connell. But it bounced off the knee of Camille Conte. So Camille Conte has the ball. Bounced off the knee. It will be a corner kick to Bromley. Barnsley, I should say. And it'll be Reyes Cleary to take the corner. Cleary to Earl. But something has happened, and Earl now talking to the referee Ross Martin, who is quick to calm him down. So play can resume. And so now the referee now walking in towards the centre of the pitch. I've only seen like 1 or 2 attempts at goal by Michael Cheek, or he was mainly trying to help out his teammates, as being roughed up on the near side is Tyrese Noslin, but he's okay. That is good to see. Now on the ball for Barnsley is Ben Thompson. Ben Thompson to Mitch Pinnock. Pinnock trying to cross in toward Pinnock trying to cross in towards Whiteley. Now the ball is with Marcus Ifil. Mendy, Connell given away though to Tyrese Noslin. Connell. And now Connell crossing up the wing to Reyes Cleary. Cleary inside the 18-yard box. Being slightly pushed down, nothing warrants a penalty, and down on the ground goes Luke Alcott also. But Bromley still managed to keep hold of the ball. On the ball now is William Hondermark. Hondermark to Pinnock. Nice cross, and almost sent in by Michael Cheek. Looks it might have just bounced off one. It might have just bounced off one of the posts. But it still remains 0-0 between Barnsley and Bromley after 35 minutes have been played. I'm now going to take a look at it again in more closer detail. So it was Pinnock towards Cheek, nice side header, but it went over the crossbar. I'd say it was more than nice, it was brilliant. On the ball now is Patrick Kelly. Kelly crossing up towards Reyes Cleary on the far side. He's inside the 18-yard box now, but the ball goes over the line. It might have been forced away by Marcus Ifil. So yes, another corner to Barnsley to be taken yet again by Cleary. So Cleary places the ball inside the corner. Everyone gets ready. And Cleary stands behind. Cleary standing behind the ball. Gets ready to take his chance. He kicks the ball in towards the 18-yard box, but over the line it goes. And it will be yet another corner. And it will be yet another corner to the Tykes. That's George Kay. As George Kay looks in expectation. Corner taken yet again by Cleary towards Patrick Kelly, but retaken by Bromley. It's now with Mitch Pinnock. Pinnock has to make sure he doesn't go offside. So that's a cross up the wing to Kamal Grant, easily intercepted by Luca Connell. Connell gives it away to Ben Thompson. Kamal Grant's inside the centre circle. Grant goes down the wing to Mendy. Mendy now towards Pinnock. Pinnock almost brought down by Noslin, but a Bromley player is down on the ground. It's Mendy, and someone is definitely going to go into the books for this, and this is the Barnsley number 30, Jonathan Bland. So Bland has the dubious honour of being the first Barnsley player of the new season to go straight into the book, and that looked pretty rough. But was it a clear foul? I'm not really too sure. I'm sitting on the fence. I'm going to be sitting on the fence on that decision. But what do you think? So the ball now being cleared out towards Kay. So now charging and trying to get the ball is Reyes Cleary. Cleary passing to Shamal George. George this time towards Josh Earl. The ball is now taken by Marcus Ifil. Given away though to Luke Alker, and almost caught by Cleary. But Cleary had the ball snaffled away from him by Kamal Grant. So a corner to Barnsley to be taken once again by Reyes Cleary. So with some 6 minutes, with some 6 minutes left, it's still Barnsley 0, Bromley 0, although additional minutes are likely to be added on. So Cleary in towards the 18-yard box, missed by everybody, including Josh Earl. Earl does manage to get to the ball though. Earl almost sent in towards Cameron McGeehan, but excellent defending by Bromley. And it will be a throw-in to Barnsley, this time taken by Luca Connell. So it'll be Luca Connell. So it'll be Luca Connell to take the throw. Connell throws to Cleary. Cleary back towards Connell. And now Connell passes rapidly to Tyrese Noslin. Taken by Barnsley. And we are now 5 minutes away from half time. As the referee calls a couple of players over to talk to him, and one of those players is Luca Connell. In fact, he's awarding a free kick to Connell and Barnsley, and Ali Kay had the ball momentarily, but it was deflected by one of the Bromley defenders. Ball now being thrown to Reyes Cleary, but retaken by Bromley, and that was Kawunmi. Another throw-in to Barnsley. This time it's Ali Kay. Luca Connell. Connell towards Bland. Now it's with Cameron McGeehan. Passing. It gives the ball away to Bromley, I should say, and Mitch Pinnock. It's now with Jacob Mendy. Mendy off the knee of Sam Gale. Gale almost takes the ball back for Barnsley, but now it's with Mitch Pinnock again. Pinnock crossing towards Whiteley, and now it's Whiteley inside the penalty area. Can he find Michael Cheek? Dealt with by Barnsley. It's now at the feet of Sam Gale. Gale passing to Tyrese Noslin. That looked like an excellent setup at goal by Bromley. And this is turning out to be a great game at Oakwell. Neither side preparing to give it in. And that was Reyes Cleary almost setting up Patrick Kelly, but dealt with again by Bromley. So now it's Earl to Connell. Connell trying to cross to Cleary, but into the arms of Shamal George. And just after 42 minutes, the score is still comfortably the scoreline is still reading Barnsley 0, Bromley 0. The numbers sitting perfectly comfortably at 0. So now here's Tyrese Noslin. Noslin to Patrick Kelly, but halted by Omar Sawunmi. Here's Bland to Connell. Connell to Josh Earl. Earl passing to Ali Kay. Now it's with Cleary. Reyes Cleary. But it goes well over the crossbar, and you have to question, when is the first goal going to come? Well, we'll have to see, as it's Ali, and this was a replay between this was an earlier replay from Whiteley, and he was aiming for Cheek, but handled really well by Josh Earl. So Corey Whiteley starting to show some promise and colours for Bromley, I should say. Ball being sent back to Rogan Ravenhill. Ravenhill to Josh Earl. Earl now passing the ball out to Sam Gale. Gale to Noslin. Noslin towards Patrick Kelly. Almost given away to Bromley, but back with Gale. Gale to McGeehan. Back with Noslin, and nice interception by William Hondermark. And the ball being swiftly headed towards Michael Cheek, but back with Barnsley, and one of their players has gone down. It is Tyrese Noslin. For a moment I thought he wasn't going to be able to get up, but he's perfectly all right. So now the ball being played around between in the Barnsley half, but caught by Kamal Grant, and now it sails towards William Hondermark. Hondermark to Corey Whiteley. Whiteley down the wing to Mitch Pinnock. Pinnock just outside the goal area, but given away to Barnsley. Josh Earl. Now it's with Sam Connell. Connell passing to Reyes Cleary. Cleary just outside the goal area, crossing into the box. It's now with Kelly. Cameron McGeehan, and just sent the ball goes over the line, likely for a goal kick. And I've just read that 4 minutes. And I've just read that 4 minutes have been added on. And this is likely because of what happened to Reyes Cleary earlier on. So McGeehan, and that was a deflection by Pinnock. So it will be a corner to Barnsley. And here comes Cleary, but intercepted by Bromley. Now Barnsley go again with Tyrese Noslin, saved by George. And now on the ball for the Ravens is Mitch Pinnock. Pinnock inside the 18-yard box, goes for a shot, but it's a long way off. And it still remains Barnsley 0, Bromley 0. Pinnock was just concentrating. Pinnock was just concentrating all his efforts. Needed to be closer to aiming, but he didn't quite get there. And it still remains, and it's still level pegging at Oakwell, as some of the fans, I should say, are actually leaving the stands, probably because they want to get their half-time snacks early. But they might regret it if a goal is scored within the next couple of minutes. So is Patrick Kelly. Kelly on the ball. He's just about inside the 18-yard box. Passes to Bland. Now it's at the feet of McGeehan. Kelly back now with Connell. Connell, that's well over the crossbar. And Barnsley once again receive no reward. So it looks as though it will be a corner. A Bromley player might have got the last touch of the ball as we approach the last couple of minutes of added on time. Cleary to take the corner, and saved by George. To me that looked like a poorly taken corner. And George will kick the ball, out of the goal. Given away though to Barnsley is Ali Kay to Ravenhill. Ravenhill sends the ball towards Ali Kay. It's still with Barnsley, but over the line it goes, and and I'm pretty sure that those fans who've left the stands early will not regret it now, because there isn't that much time left for each of the sides to get a goal in before half time. Headed by Gale, and sent straight in towards Camille Conte. And there it goes. That's the end of the first half. Very frenetic it was, and neither side were willing to concede a goal, but everyone had equally good chances. Who will break the deadlock in the second half? Half time at Oakwell, Barnsley 0, Bromley 0. We're going to go for a break, but join us before the start of the second half. We will be waiting. Welcome back to the Commentary Hub's alternative audio coverage of Barnsley against Bromley at Oakwell in League One. It was a very interesting and entertaining first half. Despite the efforts of both sides, no goals were scored. I can only hope that we do at least get 1 or 2 in before 90 minutes. So the players now just getting ready for the to prepare for the second half. A couple of last-minute drinks, including one for the Barnsley head coach Daniel Stendal, and this time it will be Bromley. That will kick us off. Remember Bromley are wearing white, are all white, except the shirts have little stripes down the middle, and Barnsley wearing the red shirts with white shorts. So the ball now being placed in the centre of the pitch, and we wait to see who will take it first. Will it be Whiteley, or will it be Pinnock, or will it be Michael Cheek? It looks to me as though Corey Whiteley is the closest player to the ball, and the referee takes a quick glance at his watch, and he is about to blow his whistle. Puts the whistle to his lips, and we are underway for the second half between Barnsley and Bromley, and Bromley playing from left to right. Barnsley now going from right to left. So now on the ball is Whiteley towards Cheek, but intercepted by Josh Earl. Earl to Sam Gale. Gale now to pass to Arlie Kay. Now back with Gale. Gale to Cameron McGeehan. Now back with Gale. Gale passing to Rogan Ravenhill. Connell. Connell. Or should that be McGeehan? McGeehan to Josh Earl. And so Earl now making his way down towards the near side, and he passes to Connell. Connell did well to be vigilant of Ben Thompson. The ball is now with Luke Orca. Orca for Barnsley, and that's a nice long pass to Reyes Cleary, but easily picked up by Shamal George. And for Bromley in their first match against League One, they're doing really well. They're doing really well, considering they're up against one of the oldest clubs in England. So Whiteley to Ben Thompson, but the ball has gone over the line, and it will be a throw-in, and it will be a throw-in to the Tykes. And to take the throw will be Arlie Kay. So Arlie Kay raises the ball over his head. He throws, gives the ball to Marcus Ifil. So it's Marcus Ifil, and straight towards given away though to Rogan Ravenhill. Ravenhill to Josh Earl. And now on the ball is Arlie Kay. Arlie Kay passing to Tyrese Noslin, but retaken by Bromley. Sent towards Michael Cheek. The Ravens still managed to keep hold of the ball despite the advancing attacks by Barnsley. Jacob Mendy, and it goes over for a Barnsley throw. And to take the throw for the Tykes is Sam Gale. Gale throws to Josh Earl. So it's Earl, McGeehan, Gale. And that's a nice cross forward by Gale towards Alker, but given away to Bromley, and it'll be Shamal George who will take control of proceedings. So a goal kick to Bromley. As for any remaining scores scores and results from the remaining League One matches, we will bring you those before the end of the programme. So Ravenhill rolling the ball out to Josh Earl, but given away though to Bromley and White. It's now Pinnock and Cheek, but saved by Ravenhill. And that was a neat last-minute interception by Ravenhill. Bit of a slip up from Josh Earl, and Cheek almost took advantage. But as it stands, it still remains 0-0 between both sides. Earl picks up the ball on the near side of Barnsley's defensive third, passing to Ali Kay. Now back with Earl. Connell to McGeehan. Now back with Earl, I should say. Luke Alker. Now it's with Ali Kay. Ali Kay, but deflected over the line by Corey Whiteley. And so the ball now being thrown by Ali Kay, and now given to Mitch Pinnock, or should that be Michael Cheek? And it's Jonathan Bland passing to Ravenhill, but over the line it goes. It was deflected. It was dinked out of the way by Tyrese Noslin. And to take the throw for Bromley is Jacob Mendy. And so Mendy throws. The ball now being passed to Shamal George. And so George kicking the ball forward and into the arms of Rogan Ravenhill. Ravenhill to Josh Earl. Straight towards Reyes Cleary, but it doesn't come off. So that will be a throw in to the Ravens. Nice, and this was an earlier catch from Ravenhill. Well, now the ball is now with Cameron McGeehan. McGeehan concedes to Bromley. It's now with Mendy. Mendy to Camille Conte. Conte passing to George. George sending the ball out. George sending the ball out of the goal. Now towards Mendy, but over the line. He might have just run into Tyrese Noslin. They were both asking each other just now if they were right, and they appeared to be. Although Noslin might have got a bit of a twinge on his wrist. Other than that, all seems to be okay. Mendy down the wing to Marcus Iffield, but headed away by Barnsley. And it will be this time it will be a throw in to Bromley to be taken by Iffield. Iffield holds the ball and throws. And going after the ball is Corey Whiteley, but it was deflected by Gale, and so it will be a Bromley corner. So who will be the one to take the corner for the Ravens? And the man to do it is once again Mitch Pinnock. Mitch Pinnock raises his arm and the ball sails into the 18-yard box, but nobody gets to it. And that will be an instant goal kick to Barnsley. Although down on the ground is the Bromley captain Omar Sawunmi. Omar Sawunmi holding his head, but he is all right. Something happened, but we'll just have a look, see what happened to him. And that looked like Josh Earl just pushed him in the back of the head, and down he went. It was a pretty hard push, but other than that, the Bromley captain is all right. Salutes the travelling supporters, and play can resume. Either way, it's a free kick to, well, it's a free kick out of goal to Barnsley, and Loss is okay to walk. He might just be a bit winded, so the Bromley physio coming over to have a look at Sawunmi, and this is the second time throughout this game that a physio has come to the aid of one of the sides of one of the two sides players. Remember Reyes Cleary in the first half, as Kamal Grant exchanges views with the referee, and Grant just nonchalantly walking away as Daniel Stendhal and the rest of the Barnsley management coming over to see. The physio now feeling Sawunmi's face all over just to see if he is hurt. Certainly the rest of the team and the travelling supporters won't think. We'll hope that he isn't. He might have actually been hit in the eye, judging by what they're seeing. Trickle of cold water going on to his right, onto his right eye, and the rest of the Bromley players taking advantage to have a drink. Andy Woodman just looking on, not really saying very much, as Omar Sawunmi being led around the pitch by the physio towards Andy Woodman. Andy Woodman gives him a consoling pat on the back, and it looks as will Sawunmi have to be substituted? He might well be, but we'll let you know if and when he is. So Ravenhill gets the game restarted, and that was through Gale. Now to John Earl. Earl passes to Hawker, I should say. Sorry. Now it's with Patrick Kelly. Patrick Kelly now passing the ball up towards the near side. Back with Kelly towards McGeehan. But once again, defended again, I should say, by Barnsley. As Patrick Kelly runs back onto the pitch, back towards the pitch, I should say, and it will be a corner to Barnsley. Luca Connell will be the one to take the corner. Does a quick pass to Noslin, or is that Cleary? No, it is Reyes Cleary. Cleary towards Luke Hawker, and headed by Michael Cheek. Given back to Barnsley. Now it's again with Cleary. Cleary to Sam Gale, but saved by Bromley and Shamal George. So yet again it will be another corner to Barnsley. And so the corner is quickly taken into the penalty area, headed clear by Sawunmi. Given away though to Cleary. Barnsley on the attack. The ball ends up at the feet of Ali Kay. It's Kay, Earl, back with Kay. And he had no choice but to send the ball over the line. He was blocked by Pinnock. Very quickly taken. As the ball is now back with Earl. Earl to Kay. Kay finds Luke Orca. And it's across by Orca. To Kay, but the ball goes over the line. So this is still proving to be a very thrilling match, even with no goals being scored. And it will be a free kick to Barnsley. The ball just to the left, the ball to the right hand side of the Bromley penalty area. At least about 10 or 15 yards. As Connell raises his arm, the ball goes into the 18-yard box. Picked up by Patrick Kelly. Defended by Bromley, now back with Kelly. It's Connell. Connell to Reyes Cleary. Cleary tries to find Orca, but nicely intercepted by Ben Thompson. Thompson to Pinnock. And it goes over the line. 60 minutes have now elapsed. It still remains Barnsley 0, Bromley 0. Connell down the wing. Connell down the wing to Josh Earl. And it's Earl to Ali Kay. Ali Kay passing to Luke Orca. And the ball has gone over the line. It will be another throw-in to it'll be a throw-in to Barnsley. One of the Bromley players might have just sent it over. The ball sent in towards goal. Punched away though by Shamal George. Barnsley are not giving this one up. Connell to Luke Orca. Now back with Connell. And that's a long ranger by Connell, saved by Shamal George. Connell was a little way outside the D. That was that looked very close indeed. But Shamal George is really earning his money today. And we'll now take a look at this one again. There might have been just a deflection from one of the Barnsley defenders, but you cannot deny that was a great attempt by Connell. And now the ball being sent down towards Josh Earl. Earl to McGeehan. Back with Earl. Earl over the halfway line towards Reyes Cleary. Reyes Cleary now inside the 18-yard box. Is there a chance? Just snatched away by Shamal George. And Reyes Cleary now with a plaster almost. And Reyes Cleary now with a plaster close to his eye. Could have turned his day around. He was brought down, had to be attended to by the physios in the first half, and he almost scored for Barnsley. That, like I said, would have turned his day around. But Barnsley aren't out of this yet. And now the ball now being jiggled around the 18-yard box. It's with Ali Kay. Ali Kay given away though to Orca. Luke Orca, but it's just a bit wide. And the score is still deadlocked at 0-0. Luke Alker, what must be going through his mind? Just disappointment, but he will dust himself down and get back off on his. But he will dust himself down and go again. I am sure of it. Just having a look now through K. Alker just couldn't take advantage of the rebound. And Shamal George, a quick swig of fluid, and he will undoubtedly be very proud of his performances as we get ready for our first substitution of the match. And it looks like Ethan Archer will be coming on, but who will he replace? The fourth official now standing by with the board. That's Sam Dickel, I think. And Andy Woodman now pointing towards the goal area where a Bromley player has gone down. I couldn't quite register who it was. And also looked like being readied is JJ McKiernan. And as the physio now straightening, trying to feed some energy back into whoever that went down. It was Jacob Mendy that went down. Jacob Mendy, identifiable by the ponytail, as coming off will be Jacob Mendy, and taking his place, Chance Hedman. So Hedman sprints up onto the pitch, and as for Jacob Mendy, he looks very groggy and in pain, and the right move. For me, this is the right move for Bromley. Keeping him on there will only cause keeping Mendy on there will only cause a lot more pain. As Connell will take the corner for Barnsley. Connell waits his moments. He passes to Reyes Cleary, and it's Cleary inside the 18-yard box towards Gale McKeon. To McKeon towards Noslin, and Noslin was indicating handball, and Pinnock denies this, and the referee has stopped play. There will be another substitution for Bromley as JJ McKiernan will come on in place of Ben Thompson, and also waiting are Ethan Archer and Victor Adeboyejo, and so coming off is Corey Whiteley for Archer. And Adeboyejo takes the place of Michael Cheek. Adeboyejo onto the pitch to face his former club. Was once a regular player at Oakwell. So Connell to take the free kick as he stands away. He stands a bit away back from the ball. He sends it into the 18-yard box. Kept out of danger by Camille Conte. Now it's back. Now it's with Jonathan Bland. Bland to Luke Alker. Alker passing to Ali Kay. It's Ali Kay to Josh McGeehan. Now back with Kay. McGeehan passing to Ali Kay. And it's Kay. Back to Josh Earl. Kay once more, and Kay now trying to cross to Cleary, but Marcus Iffield was there for Bromley. And the ball now being headed towards Orca. Now with the spaces, Reyes Cleary, but Cleary was deemed to be offside. And I would have to agree that was just a fraction offside. They was only offside by a short distance, and our Barnsley Barnsley denied a chance to score yet again. This time by an offside rule. So the ball now, free kick out of goal, given to Bromley that time, and I don't believe what I've just seen. Adebayo scores for Bromley. That was just incredible. And the Bromley fans just cut, and the Bromley fans are so happy, and so too is Adebayo. It must be extra satisfying scoring against his former club. And the ball was assisted by Ethan Archer. And Adebayo finished it off magnificently. Good teamwork between Archer and Adebayo. And so with just under 20 minutes to go, it's now Barnsley 0, Bromley 1. As another substitution is being readied for, and so this time we'll have the first substitution for Barnsley, I should say. As ready to come on is Mackenzie Kirk. Mackenzie Kirk comes on in place of I couldn't see who it was, but anyway, Kirk is on, and it's actually Orca on, and it's actually Kirk on for Orca. And also coming on was Amani Richards. So Bromley looks like they could go for a second. Archer, but just wide. Bromley weren't just going to go in and score one goal. Throughout League Two last season, they proved that they are not afraid of taking on anybody. And that is precisely the kind of attitude that I and many people want to see in a football club. As now Barnsley have to reduce the deficits. The ball was Tyrese Noslin who had the ball, but he was tackled from behind. But he was tackled from behind by Bromley. I couldn't see who it might have been. It might have been Adebayo. As Adebayo, and there's the confirmation. Adebayo on for Michael Cheek. As another Bromley player has gone down, he was pushed in the back by Ali Kay, and clutching his ankle. He does look in a considerable amount of pain. It does. He should be all right. The referee comes over to see if he is indeed okay, and I can reveal that it is Marcus Iffield who went down. colliding with Ali K. So free kick to Bromley, and it will be taken by Ethan Archer. So Ethan Archer to take the free kick. So Ethan Archer to take the free kick for Bromley. As somebody is being readied to come on for the Ravens. We'll let you know who it is. And I actually have to correct myself. It's Mitch Pinnock that will take the free kick for the Ravens. So Mitch Pinnock in towards JJ McKiernan. But saved by Ravenhill. We've got around 16 minutes to go, and Bromley have been in the lead for about 3 or 4 minutes. If you've just joined us, it was deadlocked throughout the first half, but Adebayo out of nowhere came and scored the only goal in the game so far for Bromley. Barnsley need to recoup, and fast. Archer just gives the ball away to Earl. Nice with K towards Gale, but headed by Chance Headman. Headman gives the ball back to Barnsley and Amani Richards. Mitch Pinnock tries to intervene for Barnsley, but and an argument going on between Barnsley and Bromley. That must be because they feel that their goalkeeper Shamal George was fouled unfairly, and Omar Sawunmi doing the right thing to try and calm his team down, and he leads the rest of the Bromley squad away. And Shamal George, it would be a shame if he had to be taken. It would be a shame if he is to be taken off. He has saved many attempts at goal from Barnsley. And I now have to start considering my player of the match options. He is definitely up there, as the referee is now talking to Pinnock and McGeehan. McGeehan might have been the one that fouled him. It looks to me as though McGeehan and Pinnock are going to be booked each. And McGeehan is given the yellow card, and so too is Pinnock. So now we'll just see what happens. And it was the foul by Richards on a George, and Pinnock got wound up and sort of pushed him away, and then it all kicked off. McGeehan was involved, and it just went absolutely crazy. So both Pinnock and McGeehan given a yellow card. Connell restarts the game for Barnsley. Barnsley. But the ball is given away to Bromley. Sent out of goal by Shamal George. Ifil to Archer. Nice with Marcus Ifil. Ifil passing to was about to pass to McKiernan, but taken by Barnsley. Now on the ball briefly was was Ali Kay, and Barnsley, even though they may be ahead in terms of possession, but they are a goal down. Archer to McKiernan, but given away to Barnsley. Now back with Archer. Archer does well to hold off Cleary. Now through to the 18-yard box, but dealt with by Barnsley. That was Ali Kay. And now another ball quickly taken by Mackenzie Kirk. Kirk crossing up the wing to Tyrese Noslin on the near side. And passing to Patrick Kelly. Kelly back towards Noslin, down on the ground. That was Richards, I do apologise. As the referee brings play to a halt momentarily, but the play restarts with a free kick towards Barnsley. Here's Amani Richards. Now the ball is back with Bromley. McGeehan to Camille Conte, and it goes over the line, and a throw-in will be given to Barnsley. Will be given to Barnsley, and Sam Gale. McKiernan pulling his socks up. He might have strained his back a little bit. I think he had his hand on his back. So now it's with Earl. Earl trying to cross down towards Cleary. Cleary to Patrick Kelly. Cleary. And so Cleary now inside the 18-yard box. Sent out of the way though by Kirk. Almost sent in by Kirk, but kept out by Headman. The ball is now with Mitch Pinnock. Pinnock passing to Adebayo. Headman. So Headman trying to pass to Adebayo, but he has forced down Tyrese Noslin. And Noslin back up onto his feet. We now have 9.5 minutes left, and it's still Barnsley 0, Bromley 1. You're listening to the Commentary Hub with me, Nicholas Jones. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the Commentary Hub YouTube channel, and you can also follow us on X at Commentary Live 1. We'll bring you the rest of our socials towards the end of the programme. As now on the ball is Josh Earl. Earl trying to cross towards Kirk, but down on the ground. But a Bromley player is down. He might have been tackled by Cleary. I didn't quite see, but Cleary being given a warning by the referee. And this is Ross Martin. And Barnsley, I feel, need to score, and score soon if they are to keep their league. If they are to perhaps equalise or indeed win. It's not looking likely for me. It's not looking likely that Barnsley will score a match winner. An equaliser is looking ever more likely as the minutes towards the end of the second half tick by. As Cameron McGeehan gets into position, it will be a Bromley free kick. And he points to where some of his teammates should be positioned. Connell gets into position alongside Richards, and it will be Ickfield to take the free kick, I should say. Now Pinnock in towards that was Kamal Grant, but over the bar, and it'll be a goal kick, to Barnsley. And whilst that is going on, Noah Philip Town is being readied for Barnsley. the ball is Amari Richards. Richards to Kirk. Kirk now crossing back towards McGeehan. McGeehan to Cleary, but just kept out of the goal by Shamal George, and Bromley definitely showing why they are not to be intimidated. Whether you're it looks to me as though whether you're Barnsley or Bristol City, watch out, because Bromley's about. And the ball now being caught by Shamal George, and George now clears the ball, out of the goal, and it was almost caught by Adebayo, and about to take the throw in will be Tyrese Noslin, and Noah Philip Town gets ready to come onto the pitch, and he will take the place of Luca Connell. So Connell makes way for Noah Town, I should say, as Town sprints onto the pitch. And so now the game is restarted. Town didn't waste any time coming on the pitch. Remember, there is a time limit for when substitutes are being introduced. If they are not sent on within about 7 or 8 seconds, then they will be held for a little while before they are allowed to come on. Adebayo to McKiernan. Now given away to Earl. We have some 5 minutes left until 90. It's still Barnsley 0, Bromley 1. So, all now being passed to Ali Kay. But it goes out of play. And the ball now, and a throw-in taken by Barnsley, but it goes out of play. And so now it will be a Bromley throw-in to be taken by Marcus EFL. And in the next stoppage of play, I will reveal who my player of the match is, as the referee has signalled a red card to somebody. I couldn't quite see who. It might have been Andy Woodman, but we'll have confirmation in a couple of minutes. As now on the ball for Barnsley is Reyes Cleary. Cleary doing well to try and hold off EFL. EFL's having none of it though. Grabs hold of Cleary, but Cleary just holds on. Brought down inside the 18-yard box. No penalty. Says the referee, and it will be only just a corner. So EFL just rough handling Cleary, and Ethan Archer was involved as well. So corner to Barnsley, and it will be Cleary into the 18-yard box, but defended well by Bromley. It's Archer sends the ball our way, but it goes as far as Noslin. Tyrese Noslin up the wing though to Ali Kay. Ali Kay looking to cross down towards McGeehan, but well held again by Bromley. Is Josh Earl. Earl almost loses it to Archer. Now it's back with Cleary. Cleary with the ball, but it was the ball momentarily went missing, but it just goes over the crossbar by Cleary, and that looked like Barnsley's I should say, one of their last chances to score. And whilst there is a quick break in play, I can reveal that my player of the match, as sponsored by Football Live, is their goalkeeper, number 30, Shamal George. You might think otherwise. You might think you might consider Adebayo your player of the match, and to that I say fair enough. But because he pulled off spectacular saves throughout this game, my player of the match is Shamal George. And while this is going on, one of the players is down, and to me it looks like Ali Kay has been given a yellow card. I couldn't quite make out the referee's hand signal, but I would likely hazard a guess he has been booked. And the travelling Bromley fans are loving what they see. They've made their trip up from South London worthwhile. And it will be Ickfield to take the free kick. And so Ickfield sends the ball into the 18-yard box, caught by Kamal Grant. Although Josh Earl wants to keep Barnsley's defensive area clear, and that is over the line for a throw. The ball now being passed back to Ravenhill. Ravenhill gives the ball away though to Bromley. Now the ball is back with Reyes Cleary. Barnsley now have the ball with Tyrese Noslin tries to strike down, but the ball is saved again by Shamal George. And Barnsley will be grateful for the stoppage time period. We have 9 minutes of injury time, and this will be a really big test for Bromley. They've shown resilience. Can they keep it going throughout the final minutes of the game? And a player has been given a yellow card. I can't make out who. It was either Honda Mark or Kelly. Very difficult to make out. And it goes to Honda Mark. So Honda Mark has the yellow card. Although I can't see what he did wrong. If anybody knows, then do please get in touch on the comments. So yellow card for Honda Mark. Free kick to Barnsley. And everybody misses except for Gale. Gale just gets about a knee to it, but it is kept out by Adebayo. So we now have some 7.5 minutes left. But Bromley still hold a 1-goal lead. Bromley still held a 1-goal lead over Barnsley. And the final results from the remaining games in League One are might just be about to be trickled in. There were a few EFL League One matches at lunchtime, the results of which will be read out as well after this match has been concluded. As Archer will take the throw for Bromley, and the ball has been played down to Mitch Pinnock, intercepted though by Barnsley, and as one of the assistant referees walks around with the offside flag, as now on the ball is was I should say Patrick Kelly, and a cross by Kelly towards Reyes Cleary, and so it's Cleary trying to get around Ickfield, although Ickfield did well to tackle magnificently. Now given back back to Barnsley, but it goes out. But it goes out, and that will be a throw in to Barnsley yet again. So Cleary had the ball. So Cleary tries to keep hold of the ball. He couldn't get around. He could not get around Ickfield. Ickfield just snatched it away. Just snatched it away like he was taking candy off a baby. And but the end result was a throw-in. Cleary crossing up the wing to Amani Richards, but now the ball is back with Bromley and Pinnock. This is Victor Adeboyejo. Adeboyejo pushed out of the way by Gale. He almost gets into a fight, but Earl does well to calm him down. Timely intervention by Sam Gale prevented a full-scale punch-up. So Adeboyejo being spoken to by the referee. That was from what was a very bad reaction, and he's being talked to rather sternly indeed. And it was Gale who pushed him down. And Josh Earl, it was. I should say again that separated these two. So well done to him. So we now have just under 3.5 minutes left, and Barnsley are getting desperate for that equalising goal as Ethan Archer pushed down onto the ground by Cameron Kirk. Kirk showing his frustration. Well, it was your own fault, as Daniel Stendel, now trying to show his support. Just having a look at that again, and that didn't look intentional to me. Although Kirk, judging by his body language, did say something very angry. Throw in to Bromley, and to take the throw. And Kirk has been given a yellow card, likely because of his attitude. McGeehan concedes to Mendy, but the ball goes over the line, and the throw-in is taken by Corey O'Keefe by the looks of it. No, it wasn't. It was Ali Kay. Ali Kay to Earl. Now back with Kay. 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes to go. As back on the ball now is Sam Gale. Gale passing to Amani Richards. But Amani Richards and actually no, it wasn't Richards. It was another player, and Headman collided with each other, and the Barnsley player, who I'm not sure at the moment, came off worse as Ali Kay comes off the pitch, and taking his place is number 37, Callum Hudson. And Hudson comes on to play some 2 minutes and 10 seconds of the remaining match. So the corner free kick, I should say, to be taken by Barnsley. The ball going in towards Cleary, but now taking the ball is Archer. It's Archer for Bromley, given away to Barnsley and Kay. But Bromley swiftly retake, and it's out for a throw, and it will be Mackenzie Kirk to take the throw. So Kirk, but conceded to Bromley, and Mackenzie Kirk is down. So Mackenzie Kirk, he must have, whatever happened to him, he must have felt some kind of violent blow, and the referee did momentarily check to see if he was fine. He's hobbling, but he should be able to see. But he should be able to see out the final minutes. And that was a ball straight into the head, by the looks of it, towards Camille Conte. Conte gives the ball back, gives the ball away to Mackenzie Kirk. Mackenzie Kirk down yet again. But he's straight back up on his feet. That's good to see. And we now have some 30 seconds of the match remaining. So now on the ball is a Tyrese Noslin. Noslin pushed down by Adebayo. The ball was sent by Bromley, but given back to Barnsley and Josh Earl. Earl to Sam Gale. Gale gives the ball away to Headman. We're now into the 99th minute, and we are going to go slightly over because of those delays in play from not too long ago. The ball headed up into the air by Headman. Pinnock to Archer, and so Ethan Archer now sprinting towards the 18-yard box, passing to McKiernan. McKiernan has the ball. McKiernan sent over. McKiernan almost had the ball, but it was tackled over the line by Barnsley. And we could well be playing 100 minutes, but that won't happen as the final whistle has gone. And what an extraordinary day for Barnsley. They win their first match in League One, and against one of the founding members of the Football League 2. Adebayo with the goal just around the 70th minute. Bromley held the lead for almost 30 minutes, including injury time. And Andy Woodman can be very proud of his boys. For Barnsley, not the start to the season they would have wanted, but they can pick themselves up and dust themselves down again, as that is one of the great sayings in life. You have a bad day, but you try again. And Bromley will, and it remains to be seen how well Bromley will fare in League One, because not only will they be up against Barnsley, but they will have to face the likes of Huddersfield, Cambridge, Peterborough, Wickham, Mansfield, Doncaster, Portsmouth, Plymouth, Stockport, you name it. This will be a key season for them, and not to mention they will also have to come up against Leicester City, MK Dons, Reading, Luton Town, and the like. Final score at Oakwell: Barnsley 0, Bromley 1. And so before we go, a look at the results from League One, including the lunchtime games, and which will be mentioned first. So they were Notts County 1, Leicester City 1, Oxford United 2, MK Dons 2, Reading 3, Luton Town 4. The game we did: Barnsley 0, Bromley 1, Blackpool 1, Wickham Wanderers 1, Bradford City 2, Peterborough United 0, Burton Albion 1, Stevenage 1, Cambridge United 3, Wigan Athletic 2, Huddersfield Town 3, AFC Wimbledon 0, Leyton Orient 1, Sheffield Wednesday 2, Mansfield Town 2, Doncaster Rovers 1. And the final result: Plymouth Argyle 1, Stockport County 3. And so that that wraps up our coverage of Barnsley against Bromley on the TCHub, and we've had someone say, we have a Barnsley supporter asking for penalty. Let's go Barnsley. And X408 was I need one goal, please. And Lee Glover 5370, clearly not a Barnsley supporter, saying that Barnsley are rubbish, need a new team, garbage. Anyway, that's his words, not mine. And so before we go, a quick look at, our next game on the TC Hub, on the commentary hub, I should say, is in the Championship. And it will be between Sheffield United and Birmingham City at Bramall Lane, which kicks off at 5:30. Join Paul James for that one, and so that's it. I've been Nicholas Jones, and Lee Glover saying that he is BFC. He is. Can you please clarify if you are indeed Barnsley or Bromley? Because I know for certain that there are there are people who support their own clubs, but they do say that they are in dire need of a shake-up, and this has happened throughout football, throughout the seasons. I remember my dad as a Coventry City supporter. He wasn't too pleased with how Coventry were performing. This was back in the mid-10s when they were falling down towards League Two, and Lee Glover can confirm he is indeed a Barnsley fan. So all I can say to Lee and the rest of the Barnsley supporters is pick yourself up and dust yourself down and go again. Everybody has the right to voice their opinions about their clubs, but on this channel, please keep it clean and respectful. Please keep it clean and respectful. Families are likely to be listening to this, but now that bit of housekeeping is out of the way, we can properly say goodbye. I've been Nicholas Jones. I hope you've enjoyed our coverage. I hope you enjoyed our coverage of what was a really entertaining and groundbreaking match for Bromley, at least. And we will see you in about 20. And we'll see you in around 20 or so minutes for Sheffield United against Birmingham City. Have a great rest of your weekend, everyone. Take care. Goodbye for now.